judges are ready. The fighters are ready. Millions of boxing fans around the world are ready. Las Vegas, Nevada, Mexicanos, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing navy blue with neon green trim, he weighed in 174 and 1/2 pounds. As a professional, in 55 bouts, 52 victories, including 35 knockouts, just 1 defeat and 2 bouts even. At 154 pounds, he is the former WBC, WBA, WBO Ring Magazine World Champion. At 160 pounds, the former IBF and current WBC franchise, WBA, Lineal, and Ring Magazine World Champion. At 168 pounds, he is the current WBA Super Middleweight Champion of the world, El Hijo de Guadalajara, Jalisco, El Orgullo de México. Here is Saúl Canelo And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing black with red and white, he weighed in 175 pounds. This veteran holds a professional record standing at 34 victories, including 29 knockouts, just 3 defeats, and 1 bout even. Here is the 3-time light heavyweight world champion from Chelyabinsk, Russia, the reigning, defending WBO light heavyweight champion of the world, Sergey Kovalev.
Centering, gentlemen. Okay, trunks here are good. Trunks here are good. Anything below this line is a foul. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. God bless you both.
Sergey Kovalev, amused by the boos here in Las Vegas. He knows his role. He looks very calm. And we are finally ready to go for the light heavyweight championship of the world. Canelo Alvarez, the middleweight champ, moving up, and you can think a lot of things, but you don't know, fellas, until they get in there and fight. And here we go. Kovalev comes out jabbing instinctively, immediately, under Buddy McGirt. That has been his new method of operation.
Kovalev averages about 27 jabs per round. It is his range finder. It's how he lands that big right hand.
Brian Kenny, Sergio Mora, and Chris Maddox here ringside along with Claudia Trejos. Steve Smolder, Hall of Fame referee, is with us as well. Kovalev saying when he was first training under McGirt, on the drive home he could not steer the car with his left arm. That's how often he was jamming, Sergio.
That's going to be the key to his victory if Kovalev wants to win this. He has to keep Canelo at bay, that distance and range.
See there, Brian, first big shot from the right to the body, trying to land in that midsection.
And he has a very good variance of attack. You can see he will go to the body and then come up immediately winging to the head. Kovalev has to be very careful, even though this is a smaller man in front of him. Just prodding out, poking out with the jabs, Kovalev.
Canelo looking to counter that jab already. That's because Kovalev is a little leery about throwing it with full power.
This is with the hook as he steps through. Kovalev not on the jab hard right now, but again, that'll keep him out, and that jab just missed by Alvarez. Alvarez's jab, obviously very different.
Kovalev is gauging that jab out there. He can't throw it hard or fast with power right now because Canelo is looking to counter it.
You know, one thing about Canelo is that in the second Golovkin fight, one of the reasons he won is he was willing to eat jabs from Golovkin to get him on the inside. Is he willing to do the same thing against a guy that probably throws a stiffer jab?
I think too, Chris, he felt at least, and I felt this way too, he got to another level against Daniel Jacobs, able to make him miss, moving his head beautifully. I wonder if he'd be able to do that and engage that in this fight. Slow go in the first 2 minutes of this fight, as you would expect, as both Sergio, I would figure, are trying to figure each other out and wonder, hey, what does this guy got?
Tell you what, touching him. He's not really releasing the power or speed right now.
Hall of Fame fighter, former junior welterweight champion of the world. Now his trainer, and yeah, he was big on that when we spoke to him this week, saying, hey baby, we got all that. You got 12 rounds, lots of time. Don't try to blow him out. And certainly in this fight, he wouldn't try to do that. But not do that against the class of the middleweight champion.
Kovalev is following those instructions to a T. Just touch it, baby.
You can see there's definitely rock solid power from Canelo Alvarez, even moving up to 175. You can see the body type, you can see the explosion, you can see the impact. The smaller man is showing the menace. You know, when it's Canelo throwing the punches, you feel like, uh-oh. But with Kovalev, he's able to throw out the jab nice and easy, and so far at least Sergio control this distance.
The pressure on that first round, in my opinion, by touching Canelo.
Round number 2, of course, scheduled for championship 12. Canelo Alvarez still trying to figure out the man in front of him. He's 6 feet tall, winging with that hook and that glancing blow the side of Kovalev's head.
Now we know that Kovalev was touching. See, the first punch of bad intention that Kovalev threw, Alvarez countered him with a left hook. It was short, but it was not exactly what he was looking for.
And now a little more steam on that jab from Kovalev. Good jab there by Canelo.
Sergio, the speed of Canelo obviously stands out in the fight like this. How would you compare the speed of Canelo to at least other top fighter in this fight?
Well, I think Canelo has faster hands, but Ward has better timing. And timing wins over speed in the long run.
Points out that Kovalev has been in the mega event before. That pound-for-pound showdown with Andre Ward, the fight that he was dominating early, went on to get edged in a controversial decision. That was in 2016. Many felt that Kovalev deserved that decision. You have to give Ward credit for even making that a possibility. That looked like Kovalev's night most all of that. Hands-free. Did not get that decision, and then was stopped in a controversial fashion in the rematch. Now he gets a shot on redemption, and he gets a shot once again at the pinnacle of boxing.
Well, it took a round and a half already, but Canelo's already backing up the bigger man.
He's backing up the bigger man, but the attitude of Canelo, at least in the first round and a half, is that he's going to land a big shot. I don't know that necessarily look at the pile of points. Kovalev is the one to me early on piles of points.
Good combination by Canelo. Again, body and then head. Throwing that winging right hand. He's taking his time. But you feel that Canelo must have in his mind somewhere that I can bust this guy up.
It sure looks that way. He's coming up short right now. He's trying to close the distance, but Kovalev's showing a lot of discipline. This is a game plan. Just touch him, back it up. You'll get your big shots later in the fight.
When do you think you should unleash a serious right hand?
Right now, I think Canelo was way too sharp looking at counter. There we go. See, those are the counters that Kovalev must fear. Why not just keep touching him out? Do not let Canelo get off with the explosion and speed.
That was a vivid illustration right there as Kovalev threw that right hand harder. Canelo making a miss and firing off a shot to the body. Very effective by the middleweight champ.
One of the reasons I scored the second Golovkin fight with Golovkin is that I thought his jab was really effective. It was a power jab. It was a landing point-scoring jab. First 2 rounds, Kovalev landed something.
Second round coming to a close. It has been very interesting so far. Round number 3, we are here at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, center of the boxing world tonight. Canelo Alvarez trying to make history and win a light heavyweight title. He is the middleweight champion of the world. He made indications that it might be difficult for him to get back down to 160. We'll see. Chris Mannix so far giving both rounds to Kovalev.
I think Kovalev's jab has been effective. Canelo looking for that big shot. Still definitely get there. That was first 2 rounds. Kovalev scored the first round.
So,
Touching Kovalev with the right hand. Counters with the right hand. Everything Canelo's throwing has some real steam on it. There's no question about that.
That's the question I have coming up to 175. It's powerful at 160. It's strong at 168. He can carry 275 pounds.
Kovalev coming off a tough win. He knocked out Anthony Yarde in Russia. Kovalev eventually stopped Yarde with a jab in the 11th. But Kovalev was hurt badly in the 8th. A lot of time left in that round when he got hurt. I thought he showed a lot of poise. He survived the end of the round. When he was composed, came back boxing in the next round. And you see right there, punches thrown Wow, 109-21. That is significant. Punches landed, of course, is what really matters, and it is about even. So he did show poise in coming back in that fight. However, can he survive getting hurt against this man? I don't know about that.
It's difficult. Canelo's excellent at finishing fights, excellent at going to the body. It's interesting seeing Sergey Kovalev fight going backwards too. In his prime years, he was a predator. He's had to change that style. He's got to
Thrower jabs, occasional right hand. Now a jab from Canelo. Canelo content to take his time. Although, and of course, you're giving him rounds, at a certain point, you must start winning rounds.
I do think Canelo's been better. Just landing shots like that, good left hand to the jaw.
One jab after another. So Sergey Kovalev has stuck to the plan.
Yes, he hasn't committed to no power either. He's just fighting at range, keeping him at distance. I don't know for how much longer he's going to be able to keep Canelo off just by touching him. Because Canelo is getting closer and closer with his counters.
Canelo thought about that right hand, thought better. Part of this too, fellas, is you have to look at how is he carrying the weight. Canelo Alvarez said, hey, this is my natural weight. However, that's not his natural weight normally in training camp and in the ring. He is walking around this ring right now a much larger man.
It's certainly he had felt great throughout this training camp, not having to cut weight all the way down to 160. Only in pretty hydrated, 178 pounds today. He's in good condition.
Final seconds, round number 3. Tactical so far. Not quite explosive. So, Sergio, your thoughts on that? We head to round 4.
Not yet. I think the pressure has... Well, look, the first half of the fight, he's going to have all that power. I think Canelo needs to be leery about the power early on, too, but he needs to start piling on rounds, because right now, Kovalev, in my opinion, is winning easy rounds in the bank.
Chris Maddox giving Canelo the 3rd round. Kovalev has had difficulty in the late rounds. There's a hook by Canelo before. He was derailed by Alvarez in August of 2018. Kovalev leading in that fight in the 7th round. He got dropped 3 times. And you know what, Chris? He was just not on point in that fight. He had that jab hung down low. He was kind of lazy with it, and he got stopped.
He's not on point in that fight. And one of the issues I've had with Sergey Kovalev the last couple of years is that when he gets hurt, he doesn't seem to know how to respond. You see that sometimes in guys that are used to being aggressive, used to winning fights by knockout. When Andre Ward had him hurt, he didn't try to tie up, he didn't take a knee. Same thing with Alvarez in that first fight. He just didn't seem to know what to do when he was in trouble.
Well, that's the downfall of power punchers, because they're used to doing all the crushing and the power. I mean, if you look at the history of power punchers, when they're hurt, they're confused, they're vulnerable.
Kovalev lunging forward right there. It's a dangerous moment. And you see these are the jabs through round 3, and Kovalev with a significant advantage. It's not like it's doing damage to Canelo, but he is constantly pumping it out there, and so he is following the plan. And those are 153 jabs thrown.
Canelo's getting closer and closer, closing the distance right now.
Perhaps we'll see Russell Moore play a role in all this, as Kovalev went to clinch trying to close the gap. So that's the last 2 times we've seen them engage. Kovalev has jumped in to clinch and stop the punching of Canelo.
That's smart. Get inside.
Watch your shoulder, watch your shoulder.
Force the referee to get up and reset.
Kovalev getting a little more comfortable now, staying on the inside.
That's something you don't see from Kovalev that much. You throw a left hook to the list.
Canelo is really not moving his head as he's moving in. He seems to be comfortable because these jabs are not hurting him.
Gotta use it,
And yet
gotta
he's
use
not
it.
giving
Can't
us
switch
any
it
new
up.
offensive opportunities for himself. become the boxer, and Canelo will have to take this from him as he moves up. Although Chris Mannix giving the 4th round to Canelo Alvarez. Enough with those stunning shots, Chris.
Power shots, getting inside, going to the body, a little bit more effective with both.
Other than the left hook by Canelo landed just like that, he's mostly just countering to the body, which is a smart game plan by Canelo.
Now we're seeing the counters come off a little more crisply from Canelo. Firing back with his jab. The hook does a good stiff jab as he backs Kovalev into the corner. Kovalev looking to tie him up. No can do.
Gotta use it. Gotta use it. Don't stick it out.
Since being accused of running against Canelo Alvarez in that first fight, Canelo Alvarez,
Body shot.
he has been the aggressor in his subsequent fights.
And the right hand just missed. That's a nice body shot, Sergio.
That was a great counter to the body. That's exclusively what he's been doing, countering to the body.
Treyas is standing by.
Thank you, BK. They're asking Sergey to just keep tagging with that jab, not go like a power punch. They don't want him to gas out. Slowly but surely does it. Pace. Pace is the key.
You can envision one of those hooks to the body, crumpling the crusher. We have seen it before. He's 36. He is in a different phase of his career. He can clearly still box. But can he win and trade with Canelo? I don't know if he can take many of those body shots. So far, he hasn't taken much of anything, Sergio. But you can see that plan coming out.
Crusher hasn't taken anything because he hasn't really given anything. He hasn't committed to his crushing punches because anytime he does commit to power, Canelo's right there with the speed and the combinations to make him pay for it.
You know, this was the hallmark of Floyd Mayweather, sticking to his game plan and not worrying if you're losing early rounds. You saw Floyd not change a single thing in his fights when he was down against Oscar De La Hoya, he was training against St. Judah, and so far Canelo is showing that type of patience, good body work there by Kovalev, and then straight to the head with the jab.
You know, it's interesting here.
You gotta use it. You gotta use it. Gotta use the jab. Can't leave it out.
It's an interesting tidbit because 5th round, we're worried about him getting gassed.
Body shot there by Kovalev. I think that shows you where he is in his career. There's no question. And you've got to keep that energy. Kovalev certainly calm throughout the big fight week, able to reserve that. But as we saw even for the big event, as we go to round 6, and for the first time we're going to Chris Mannix's scorecard and going to the next level, and we're going to shade that 5th round, and that, Chris, is an indication of it being close, what we could call a swing round, or where we believe a judge, right, might have it either way. And this comes from what, Bill Simmons?
Shout out to Bill Simmons from The Ringer. He gave me this idea when we were talking about this podcast earlier in the week, just as a way to kind of indicate which of these rounds were close. So Bill Simmons, thank you. Well done.
Well, look, Bill is an innovative sports theorist. And he loves the sport, so that's good. And I agree with that. I'll always ask you, hey, Chris, was that close? Could you swing it either way? That way, when you go to a decision, people are outraged by something. How could that have won when you said this? Well, there could be 4 or 5 rounds in any fight that you could have either way.
Because you vehemently disagree with me sometimes.
No, buy what you're saying, sort of. But I'll put your yellow rounds in there. And seriously, you at the end of the fight, and you're wondering how could the judges have possibly gotten it this way or that way, you do have to ask yourself, how many rounds could I have, it's very subjective, have swung back the other way? Sometimes the answer would surprise you.
The people watching are wondering why Kovalev is not really putting much power behind that jab is because the crusher's not committing to that power because Canelo's looking to time him with that speed. He's been getting close with that left hook.
Kovalev now trying to time up. He has not had success in clinching with Canelo Alvarez.
I think one thing you have to watch for with that jab, and it's reflected in some of the punch stats, is that Canelo's glove guard is gobbling that up. So if he blocks it, he's going to score a jump.
Canelo just the unstoppable force, moving forward, looking like he is closing in for the kill. However, it's not as if he is ripping him with shots. He's showing a lot of menace. I don't know how effective he's being as of yet. You can sense it, but Sergio, it hasn't happened yet.
No, not yet, but the keys to victory, I thought, were going to be just exactly what Kovalev was doing by
went right through him like a buzzsaw. That body shot hurt. Right hand to the body. Crusher folding over just a bit. Kovalev is going to have a lot of energy here. And you see right there, pumping out the jab, keeping Canelo at bay. So far. As well, 7th round, you heard in Canelo's corner, we're going to get him. Don't worry, you get a sense of that. And yet, the judges could have this right now. It's Sergey Kovalev ahead. He's certainly out-jabbing Canelo, out-throwing him. Canelo has not landed an awful lot of punches. What he has landed has looked exceedingly dangerous. Chris Maddox with his 4th straight round for Canelo. The 5th round is close.
I understand people watching this fight seeing Kovalev throw a lot of punches, but as I'm sitting here, I'm seeing Canelo block a lot of them.
And you must score in a scoring area to get those points. You actually have to strike the man in the scoring area in the body of the head.
Well, if you notice, Kovalev is not really trying to penetrate the gloves of Canelo. He's just touching those gloves. He's waiting for the counter to come from Canelo in order for him to come back with a hard shot. Canelo's not finishing it, just like that.
Here are the thrown punches through 6. Again, it's 403 to 175. However, Canelo is now ahead in punches landed, according to CompuBox. And Chris, it's a very good point. And as we are now out of the Ricky Wright era, remember how important that was then. As a guy like Ricky Wright would keep his gloves straight up at his face and just block so many punches. And those are not scoring shots.
Look, you could sway judges by just throwing a bunch of punches. There's the fight that comes to mind, Paul Williams. If they were standing up, at first they thought that fight landing the cleaner shots, but Paul Williams got a controversial decision simply by his body punching. So judges see different things.
Kovalev only has 1 KO after the 8th round, and that was his last fight against Anthony Yarde. His power usually diminishes in the 2nd half for a variety of reasons. He wasn't always in the best of condition. He seemingly is now, but again, he's 36. We have Claudia Trejos right now. Claudia?
Thank you, BK. Eddie Reynoso was clear in saying that there is respect for Kovalev's power. Canelo has felt it, but he's willing to just assimilate it because he wants to close the gap, and he's definitely committed to going for the body punches. That's the way for him to take the win.
Claudia, thank you. Final 40 seconds of the 7th round. And Canelo, you have to give him credit for this. He is able to adapt his fight plan, fight by fight. He looks like a very different fighter than we saw against Daniel Jacobs last time.
No, then again, you're not fighting an athletic, fast-footed fighter like Daniel Jacobs. Kovalev is more of a heavy-foot fighter, heavy-handed with heavy feet.
Canelo inching closer. According to CompuBox, 90% of this fight saw his son Evan Holyfield win his pro debut in a quick knockout. Chris, you spoke to him earlier. Vander looks very pleased.
We've seen Vander celebrate big wins in this arena, beating Mike Tyson, but that was a different kind of smile on his face after watching his son win his pro debut.
So, Chris, according to you, Canelo's plan is just fine. I mean, he's winning rounds and nothing to worry about. Use it. No.
It's tough to score some of these rounds, but as I'm sitting here close to it, a lot of these Kovalev punches are just hitting the guard of Canelo. Now, this round early on, he's landed some jabs at the center, but for the last few rounds, what I've seen has been Canelo kind of parrying them away or absorbing them into his guard. That's not a scoring punch.
Canelo throwing harder hooks now. Tries to move in behind the jab. His quarterback saying to respect Kovalev's power. He doesn't just come marching through. However, he's not really even showing the head movement that he would need against a power puncher. Sergio just really walking in. Here are the power punches landed. 52 to 28 in favor of Canelo. That points to a clear-cut win.
I respect the game plan that Kovalev has. I know what he's trying to do, but he's not winning these last couple of rounds. Canelo's just his pressure and coming forward and the explosiveness of Canelo just winning these rounds in the end.
Final half of round 8. Ooh, there's a jab shot of a full-size light heavyweight. I think that it's obvious that he can, although we really don't know the level of power from Kovalev here tonight. Does come off a knockout in his last fight. Still a big, strong man, but we haven't seen much explosion out of Kovalev.
It's a very good round, though, so far. Sergey Kovalev is landing. Canelo just looking up a little bit right now. He's the push down Canelo.
Spin out of that, moving back to the right hand.
It almost feels like Canelo's taking this round off.
The crowd letting him hear it a little bit. As the action ends, I think everybody was fine with patience early on. But if he's, you may have to ask yourself at a certain point, is he winning or is he winning impressively? And those could be two different things. Body shots right there by Kovalev. Quick answer by Canelo.
Now, this body reminds me of the first Golovkin fight. Canelo fought the back end of it off the ropes and tried to counter punch Rob.
He's trying to goad the power puncher to come in. If he can't chase him down, he wants the pressure to come at him to try to counter a power shot.
You think he's setting traps?
He said he tried. He's definitely trying to pass him against the ropes.
54, but he is thick and strong enough to be the boss at 160. We go to the 9th round here. Is he thick and strong enough, Sergio, to be the boss at 175?
He proved against a bigger Daniel Jacobs. He backed him up. He's backing up the bigger Kovalev. He backed up Rocky Fielding. So it goes to show you that the smaller man can back up the bigger man just on timing and explosiveness and speed.
Kovalev landing 16 punches in that last 8th round, according to CompuBox, and that's the best totals of the fight for him so far.
Here's the question I have as we get towards the championship rounds. Does Sergey Kovalev believe he can jab his way to a victory against Canelo Alvarez? Because I haven't seen him throw too many of those consequential right hands that have ended like this.
Big stiff jab right there by Kovalev. Look, Buddy McGirt, the way he went after him in the corner, he went forward with the shoulder there. Don't get a warning, right? So like
You okay? You
The way
okay?
Buddy McGirt, Chris,
Okay.
went at him in the corner, was like, you got jab, jab for real. Now, keep this man off him. And that's in round 8 again. 16 shots landed, only 9 by Canelo, who evidently did take that round off. He just cruised through that. That was some more telling him to stop. Unfortunately, that punch didn't land clean. Kovalev trying to mix it up a little bit.
Watch your shoulder.
A right hand answer by Kovalev. Maybe not quite the right hand that put Andre Ward down, but it still landed cleanly. This is a clean score shot. There comes Canelo. Landed that hook. Kovalev answers with his jab. 4 minutes left. Things could pick up here.
Watch that right hand of Sergey Kovalev. A couple of minutes ago, it looked like a tweak. I've seen it happen in basketball a lot. He kind of steps down and twists it. I think that was
Body shot answer.
Stop!
That's exactly what he's been doing the entire fight. He's been rolling with any big shot that Kovalev throws, just to roll and come back and counter to the body. Just like that.
Stop!
I expected a calculated pressure, but this is a very cautious Kovalev pressure.
Wonder, can he keep this energy up? He has done well. Round 8. You got to figure he won that round. There's a double jab by Kovalev. He's going to have to finish with a flourish. He's going to have to pile up more than likely a few more rounds to actually win this fight.
Time!
Is the best light heavyweight in the world. Saying he is the most accomplished, I believe that. The division has definitely picked up in the last few weeks. Artur Beterbiev than Alexander Vostok 2 weeks ago. He has 2 of the belts. Dimitri Bivol here on the zone. Beat Lenin Castillo 3 weeks ago. And Chris Mannix giving the 9th round to Sergey Kovalev. And now he gets back into the fight. So, according to you, Chris, and this is just an indicator, judging this unofficially, this is a close fight.
close fight. The jab of Sergey Kovalev and the obviously holding into consideration, and the power punching of Canelo Alvarez, which he has been the better fighter.
Canelo pressing a little bit more now, moving in, a little more danger, a little more menace, trying to look for a shot. If this was his plan, you would figure he would get to round 10, these championship rounds, and then press your advantage. Jorge Trenos is with Buddy McGirt.
Thank you, BK. Buddy, how do you see the fight after 9? How do you see this fight after 9 rounds?
It's still close, but you know, I'm quite sure they're gonna have Canelo ahead. You know, we're in Las Vegas, but anyway, no excuse. I mean, right now he's doing what he has to do. We're trying to find our rhythm, but we still got a couple more rounds left.
We mentioned something about the right hand that was causing problems with the counter punch of Canelo. How did you know that?
He was countering Sergey's right hand with the left hook. So I told Sergey, felt the right hand, and then when he throws the hook, then you counter.
Thank you, buddy. Brian?
Buddy, thank you. That was a dangerous hook by Canelo. And Buddy mentioned the judges. Certainly we know who the money man is here. We asked Kovalev about that. Chris, you asked him. And Kovalev said, I can't worry about that, even given what's happened in my career.
He knows where he is. He knows the history of Canelo winning close decisions in Las Vegas. All that being said, I respect Buddy McGirt, but if you're a problem with the judges, jump up and down, scream during fight week, make a scene of this. If you have a problem with Don Trevor, Dave Reddy, Richard Letterman, say it. Be public about it. I don't know if I like the after the fact.
Final minute, round 10. Canelo came into this round looking to pick things up, put a hurt on Kovalev. Has not done it really. Kovalev with a decent edge these last 2 rounds, 34-22. And, you know, I don't know. We've been surprised already here tonight, fellas, from what we've seen with the judges. It's very subjective, sometimes difficult to score. We have mentioned this in the past. Normally, a Canelo fight is pretty clear cut. Easy to see his shots. Traditional, straight up the middle. Maybe not here tonight. A rare uppercut for Canelo, and this is with a hook. At the end of round 10, Canelo time. But it has not happened. This fight would be close. Perhaps Canelo is winning these rounds as he comes out firing in round 11. However, if you're just watching this, 29-year-old middleweight champion looking to make history. He's never fought a stinker, fellas, and yet he comes in here now. It is time to do some damage.
We got to give Sergey Kovalev a ton of credit for the discipline he's shown in this fight. He continues to throw that jab. The only question I've had, he hasn't thrown that big right hand. He's been a little bit tentative on that. Probably, as Sergio pointed out, he knows what's coming back when he releases it.
Canelo now throwing a few more uppercuts, 2 in this round already, and that one landed in the right hand. He's getting closer. He's looking to put a hurt on Kovalev in this round. This is with the right hand. Kovalev able to box effectively and also move. That is the bigger man. A man who's been at 175 pounds his whole career, basically. And he's the guy backing up on his bike. He's staying away from the middleweight champ.
A lot of respect has been shown by both fighters, both men. If this fight is close, then Kovalev follow his strategy and his game plan just like he wanted to show. He hasn't really landed something that gets the respect of Canelo. He's a crushing puncher, but he hasn't really developed into the crushing puncher because Canelo's not giving him that opportunity with the counters.
And you see the landed punches, it's about even. There's a hook from Kovalev. However, not all punches are created equally. Canelo certainly with a lot more oomph on his shots. And there's a good body shot, right hand by Alvarez. With a fighter like Canelo, Sergio, I'm always waiting for 5th gear. I think I'm still waiting for 4th gear.
Canelo's not having to move his head because Kovalev's not even committing to it.
Referee Russell Mora steps in, puts a halt to the bout. Your winner by KO victory, and now a 4-division world champion. He is the new